Hey, welcome back. I hope you had a great week of gaming this past week, and I hope you're ready for some new ones, because I've picked out 7 games that are worth your time to check out this coming week, so stick around. So welcome to your indie game playlist for the week. This is a new series I'm doing where I filter through all of the games that I've come across this past week on various websites, and bring to you the ones that I think are definitely worth your time to play. So if you have feedback or points for improvement, let me know in the comments below. But now, let's get talking about them. The first game we're taking a look at is Tadpole Tales. Now, if you recall, I have an indie game adventure video on this game that I posted earlier this week. So maybe you remember it. This is a fun, hand-drawn game, which is really impressive. It reminds me of those old arcade shooters. And the enemies are super fun. They were all really unique. And each stage of the level never really felt stale. It's a rather short game. You can play through it in about 5 to 10 minutes, but you probably want to play it again, and you probably won't beat it on your first run through. So overall, this game was a ton of fun, totally worth your time, and I gave this one a proficient, borderline elite status in my review. So definitely check it out, and one to watch future development for, or at least watch the developer. The next game we're looking at is called Cepa's Call? Return of the Forest. This is a really short game right now, but the developers have plans to make it a little bit longer going forward. Not long enough to really determine the story, but the combat felt super smooth. It was a ton of fun, fast-paced, which is the kind of combat that I really like. And it wasn't super easy, though it didn't really feel like the enemies did a lot. It's still really fun to play, and there's a nice arena at the end of the game. Overall, this one gets my proficient score overall as a game. The enemies feel cool, the graphics are nice, and like I said, the combat is very smooth. So definitely worth checking out, and I recommend you follow this one, because I think there's going to be some great things coming out of this game in the near future. Next game on our list is called Cybel. This is an isometric shooter that I lost way more time than I care to admit into. I had a ton of fun running around, running and gunning on this one. It's a ton of fun to play, the soundtrack's awesome, and you're gonna have a great time. This one definitely gets my elite status for a game, and I definitely encourage, if you're not gonna check out any other game, check out this one on the list. And also, if there's something that you think I missed, or I should definitely check out for streams or Game Jolt adventures, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to take a look at them. But this one is probably my personal pick on the list. It's the most fun for me to play. I like the fast-paced, run-and-gun kind of games with a good soundtrack behind them. So let me know what you think about this one down below. Alright, now for a quick mobile game, Dash Brawl. This one's just you get what you see. You run around and you dash through enemies to take them out. It's got a bunch of different environments. It's real quick. It's real fun. You can play it on your phone or you can play it on PC. This video was captured playing on PC, which still has a toggle, and I would get rid of that for PC. Find some way to use the arrow keys, because holding around with your mouse is kind of weird. But on a phone, it would be super natural. Supernatural. That just sounds dumb. I'm gonna leave that in the video though. These levels definitely get a lot harder as time goes on, and this last level here with the robots, this one gave me a real problem. So if you can get better than the score I got, let me know, because I will be impressed. I got 50. 50 was my score, so let me know how it goes. Then we got Space Bugs. I've played this one a few times, and I've talked to the developer a few times, and this is a great game that has a great developer behind it, and you should definitely go check it out. It's a top-down shooter featuring you, a 6-legged bug-killing machine. Got a ton of different guns, ton of different class enemies, and some boss fights mixed in there in the middle, which makes this game very exciting and also a little scary, because they just kind of come around corners when you're not expecting it. This one has my proficient status. I haven't gotten all the way through it, and that score will probably go up. So it's definitely worth checking it out. And I'm on a mission this video to say definitely at least 100 more times. So definitely keep count of my definitelys in the comments. But yeah, you get some power-ups, get to shoot some bugs. What more do you want? This one can take you a while. I've played for at least an hour in this game, and I have I don't think I've come close to beating it. I've only gotten through the first level and maybe most of the second level. Only fought one of the bosses, though. Alright, now if you're looking for a real challenge in this week's round of indie games, you should check out Dungeon Tetris. This is a crazy mix of a traditional roguelike RPG, so not as fast as you think it is. I made the mistake of trying to play it like a normal RPG and just running around and shooting. This is more akin to a turn-based for those of you that aren't familiar. For those of you that are familiar with the genre, you're going to love this game. It's complex, there's a ton of things to pay attention to, and it's very difficult. So I think you're going to have a great time. I couldn't get past the second combat. I'm just bad at it. The Tetris incorporation into the game is pretty cool. It's definitely the best I've seen because, you know, I haven't seen any other game like this. I really love how you get to map out your own bridge like that. I've given some advice to the developer, and he plans on incorporating that in the future. So be following this developer to see what he comes up with next, because this is an awesome incorporation of a new idea into a genre that I didn't even know that existed out there. So go challenge yourselves, get past that second combat, and let me know how you did. I'd love to see a video of it if you guys record it, so definitely share it with me. And the last game on our list is another pretty quick one. This is called Negative Space on Game Jolt. It is a game where you control both characters and they can only stand on certain blocks associated with their color. At first I thought this was going to be real simple. I was so wrong, because they have made some puzzles in this game that make it very difficult to control both characters, and you really got to be focused on ambidextrousness because you control them both at the same time on different parts of the keyboard. But alright, that is my list for this week. Again, if you think there's any way to improve this, or you think I missed a game, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to check out the games. Be sure to tune in next Sunday for another round of the indie game playlist. And until then, be sure to check out the other content on my channel and my live stream tomorrow at 8. But for now, happy gaming.